You speak to Ben Chukwuma going out there and doing the job he did on Chase Young and others in his first NFL start in a big game.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I know there's things that he wants to get corrected and get fixed, but yeah, for his first real NFL snaps, I thought he did a really, really good job. Yeah, it was locked in, no pre-snap penalties, none of that, which that's kind of what you look to eliminate when it's your first start, and he did all that well.
Baker, for a Thursday night game, condensing 7 days into 4, I'm sure it helps to have it at home, but what's the key for you physically, mentally, being ready to turn around and play on Thursday night like this?
Just over-communicate. When we start to get the game plan in, you know, you have to squeeze a couple days into one. Over-communicate what the looks we're expecting, what the checks are, the alerts, especially, you know, when it comes to blitz pickup stuff. You know, they're able to. That's, for me, that's really the really important part, just because they pressure a lot. They bring a bunch of different fronts, different pressures, guys kind of all over. So that's really the emphasis for us this week. Yeah, and after that, it's just over-communicating what we're trying to get done.
You've played a team like Buffalo before, but this is the Falcons, a team that you've already played before they're in the conference. Does that make it somewhat easier because of the familiarity with personnel and schemes and stuff, especially the second time around?
A little bit, yes and no. Just since we played them week 1 and whatever week we're in now, that there's different personnel, guys, injuries and all that. So some changes, but yeah, schematically, we know what they want to get done, how they want to attack. But there's also, just based on who they have in there, they've changed a little bit. So yeah, it helps some familiarity, but you got to adjust.
Baker, a lot goes into passing game. I mean, a lot, right? Blocking, running, throwing, all that. I get it. But you started out as a team. You know, you were, I don't know, 22 and 2 or something like that, touchdown, interception. Last few games, 66, whatever that is, percentage down, all that. What has kind of been the difference? And I know blocking injuries are a big part of it, receivers. But from your perspective, from the quarterback perspective, what has been the difference in a little bit of the dip here?
I mean, I think it comes back to what I've kind of hit on after the games that we've lost. It's the little things, whether it's me being on time with my footwork, getting the protection aligned to where we can all be on the same page and it can come out on time, the depths of the routes, all that stuff. It's just, and then it just comes down to executing. And so it's not one thing that you can point at it, but yeah, it's a culmination of all those things, and yeah, we'll get it fixed.
You get that back just out here. I know you're not doing reps this week as far as that goes, but just.
Yeah, I think just the emphasis on how important the details are of what we're doing against this defensive look. I think that's being overemphasized, and that's where we need to be.
We've always said that this is a good group overall. And a lot of times when a team is down, they're losing some games, you know how it goes. Sometimes some guys start squawking. What has been the mindset? Has it still positive even with these losses?
Yeah, I mean, we're still in control of our own destiny, and that's just a fact. We're tied for the division. We would love to be ahead and in a different spot, but we are where we are, and we control our own destiny, win one game at a time, and see what happens.
Baker, was the mindset, to your point, when you can control your own destiny, when you get to this point in the season where there's a few left, there's teams clearly, obviously, that are not in it, there's teams that are fighting for their lives, there's teams that control their own destiny. When you have just a couple left on the schedule, very much in it, you're in the driver's seat. What does that do to guys mentally when you step on the field as opposed to week 2 of the season?
It's that playoff mentality, and looking at, we're playing a divisional opponent. They would love nothing more than to beat us and screw up our chances. So you go into it expecting, okay, or do they really have a lot on the line? Yeah, because they're trying to knock us out of the playoffs. So it's that's the mindset. It's playoff mentality for us, and we have to expect to get their best.
History with Jason Pierre-Paul, when a guy like that walks in back into the building, what's it like for the rest of the team just to see somebody that's been a Super Bowl champion,
yeah,
done some stuff?
Yeah, obviously a guy that's had a ton of production over the years. Was a huge part of the Super Bowl here, and yeah, just a little bit more juice in the building. Guys get excited about that. It puts the pressure on. It's obviously when you bring guys in like that, you're trying to elevate the standard, the performance level, and it pushes us on offense because we haven't done enough to score enough points, quite frankly, and to put our defense in that position. So we got to be better overall, and that in turn will improve the whole team. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Baker.